We are live. We got a little bit of light. We blocked most of the light, not all of the light. Oh, I just looked right at it. That was a mistake. I should not have looked right at it. We got Mike. We got Paper Scissors. We got AJC. Hey, Amy, Haley. I appreciate you guys being here so much. I really thought we had a really ingenious light blocking apparatus. You have to come early for the inside baseball stuff. And it achieved the goal, and then boom, the sun came out.
And rudely moved.
And yeah, it has been moving since we set it up. But whatever. That part of my shoulder is my favorite part of my shoulder. So there's that. Good morning. How are you guys? So listen, we've got lots to talk about, as we always have lots to talk about. The week in Disney. You know, I was telling her that I was, some creator stuff. I just recently signed up with Creatorly, and I'm really enjoying it. It's a suite of things that YouTube creators and other creators can use, and it's a monthly fee, and it's really cool, and I like it anyway. And so yesterday morning, when she took one of my daughters to get orthodontic work, I was on a call with a professional YouTube, I don't know what the words are, and I got some really good feedback, and I was really happy with the feedback. But one of the things that he talked about is putting my plans for 2020 on paper, kind of a content creation plan.
Which is what he loves to do anyway.
It's kind of my nerddom. Yeah, I like that kind of stuff. I would have done it anyway, but he's inspired me to do it now and have it available to people. Frankly, he wants to see it, and others might too. And my point in all this is there's all these things to do, and well, I'm getting a little off topic. I was going to tell you something else, but I just love this show is really where I'm trying to go. I love that you do it with me. I love that we get to start off our Saturday mornings together and with our Disney friends. I don't really know. I feel like I didn't get to my point there, but
you met with a create content dude.
I'm fired up, and I woke up with -3 subscriptions. So apparently people in bed said, that guy's a jerk, but that's a whole other thing. Dean, what's going on, buddy? Dean Bancroft's got a podcast. I've only listened to 2 of the episodes, but I'm really enjoying that, buddy. We need to talk because I've got some good feedback for you. I'm really a fan of what you're doing. I love it. Fantastic Chronicles. Oh boy, that light is right in my face for that. Addie Family Adventures. Hello. From Walt Disney World. Addie Families, you're in Walt Disney World. Lots. Practically Perfect Park Hopping. Christy. Who else? Lynn. All and Addie Family are all. I woke up. So there you go. Let's start with that. I wake up. I get the coffee. She gets me coffee. I get on Instagram and I look for mostly my Instagram. And unfortunately, I see everybody who was on Friday night and Saturday morning at Disney, and I'm not one of them. Yeah. Hey, Mike Wheeler, what's going on, buddy? So I guess that's why I go on Instagram, right? But there's Disney news, and we haven't really talked about what we were going to talk about this morning.
No, I have no idea. It's a surprise for me, too.
Let's start with Disney. Oh, well, that's where I was going to go with that. Disney News and Stuff is going to be one of the shows that I'm going to do next year in 2020. And I feel like that's kind of what we're doing Saturday morning because I just like talking about Disney news, and we're going to do that right now. Disneyland reveals its new look for Tomorrowland. Did you hear about this, Paula Bass?
I heard about it. I didn't look it up yet, though.
This is the concept art for what Disneyland, not Disney World. Oh, that light.
It's right in the light.
It is right there. Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. There you go. That's not so bad, right? The concept art for what they're going to do at the entrance. Now, I'm gonna scroll down a little bit, so I'll show you too. So you can see all the planner ideas there. Boy, I apologize for the lighting, guys. See, now we're Walt Disney World people now because we live in Texas. But I love Disneyland. I'll always love Disneyland. If I never see it again, which I'll see it again. But I've not liked the entrance to Disneyland's Tomorrowland in about a decade. It's ugly. But this looks better. It does. They're trying to open it more. What I read about it is they need to have more space for people flow.
Right.
So, and they do there. Like, that's one of the reasons why people don't go there. It's just a mess to get into.
It's nothing like Disney World where you have a lot of space to freely walk.
Yeah. So this I'm excited about. So again, concept art courtesy of Disney, according to this article, and I'm going to pull it up.
So what are they taking out to put
that old kind of steampunk? Is
that where Pixie Hollow was?
No.
No. Okay.
When you walk in, so you're at the hub, you make the right into Tomorrowland.
Yeah.
Away from the castle to the right. And that, they've got, so on the right, Star Tours, on the left is, it's a.
I know what you're talking about, like years and things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay.
So I'm excited about that. And mostly I'm excited about it because I really don't like that area. I think The entrance, I mean. I love Tomorrowland, but I don't like the entrance of Tomorrowland. It's very unusable space. It's very ugly. It's not effective for people flow.
With the size of that park, they can't afford to have unusable space. Really,
exactly.
Especially in a walkway.
So the new entrance replaces the French fry rock formation. Mm-hmm.
Like, you didn't like the French fry rocks.
Yeah, Mike. Wow. I'm reading. I bet Mike must have read the same thing I did, or maybe they just call it that. That Disney installed as part of the late 1990s Tomorrowland renovation. I'm reading straight from Theme Park Insider's blog. A reimagining of the land that Disney now has pretty much entirely abandoned. Yes, thank you. Oh, Texas Lottery Fund. Thank you. That is so sweet of you. Awesome. I'm always shocked. Thank you. I never know how to react to super chats, but thank you. It really means a lot. I appreciate it. So thank you, Texas Lottery Fund. Oh, and by the way, Texas is the bestest. We're from California, but we live in Fort Worth. We got here as soon as we can, like some other great people. But thank you, buddy. Colorful planters adorned the white spires that evoke the old school Doogie design of Tomorrowland will flank the entrance of the land when work is complete. Okay, so I don't know this blog very well. They write funny, but they posted the picture, and I want to give credit when I read somebody's article. So again, it is Theme Park Insider Robert Niles, and I don't know. To me, Tomorrowland, like Disney says that the park will never be done. The parks will never be done. Right. Walt Disney said that. And so I love when there's change. I love what's going on at Epcot. I frankly think the front of Epcot is ugly. I love World Showcase. That front is ugly. So I'm excited about that. And there's enough stuff going on where they should always have construction going on. People need to get used to that. But Tomorrowland is most especially needs to be transformative. It needs to be able to be changed quickly, because let's be real. When I was 7 and I walked in to Disneyland in 1977 and I looked at 1960s era Apollo style rockets, it was authentic. But when I turned 15 and the space shuttle was a thing, what NASA looked like and what Tomorrowland looked like had nothing in common at all. And they've never gotten there, in my opinion. And it's hard to make it look like the future, but Elon Musk's doing it. We need to do a better job at Tomorrowland, Disney, and I'm glad they're giving it a shot. Mansfield, nice. We're Fort Worth, buddy. That's awesome. Mansfield, we lived in right next to Mansfield when we first moved to Texas.
Arlington.
Right on the Arlington-Mansfield border. Yeah, I like Mansfield's nice. Very cool. We're neighbors. So anyway, what do you think about that, babe? What do you think about? I mean, I gave my opinion. What do you think about the rendering? What do you think about the idea of it? Anything about the Tomorrowland?
No, I'm glad that they're opening up the space.
They are being a Disney.
I don't like feeling like I'm being herded like cattle through that area.
If you watch anything, I'm thinking fireworks, but in anything in the hub, wear your deodorant and bring some for everybody else, because you are a sardine in there.
Yeah.
And then to walk to the right, you have to walk somewhere. If you want to go to Tomorrowland, you go right through this, and it's a disaster. Addie Family says, for Tomorrowland, Buzz Lightyear space. Exactly. Space Ranger spins queue looks beat up, and it does. So Paula and my daughters go to Disneyland more than me, because she has family out in California. They go out there. I stay home and work, whatever. But I went, when was it? About a year and a half ago, right? That I was there.
Yeah.
And I was really excited. I got to see the Electric Light Parade. It was a great experience because it's my home park. It's where Disney was. We got to watch the Electrical Light Parade from the steps of, I guess it's the guest relations, I think is what it was, right next to the fire station, knowing that Walt's apartment was right above us. It's moving for me. I love that stuff. But I'm standing there, and there was cobwebs, and this is a year and a half ago, and I've heard it's gotten better. But I don't want to go negative, but it was pretty disappointing in how the park looked. And part of that is it's old.
Right.
And I think one of the many answers to that is continually renovation. And I think they have to play that against the fans' freak out. Don't change my park. So Tomorrowland's the place they can do it. I think,
already better though, because I've been out a few times since we had went together.
Purpley Cat, hi, how are you?
And that was probably the most negative upkeep trip we've ever had. It's been pretty good the last few times. So.
Well, my point is simply renovate where you can. At Tomorrowland, you can renovate all the dang time. Of course, you can't renovate the same part of Tomorrowland, but they should always be updating something in Tomorrowland, because it's Tomorrowland. That's what I think. What do you guys think in chat? Everybody say hi to Jackie, Amy, Addie, everybody who's here. Hello. Thank you so much. Really, really appreciate you guys being here. So I've got some more news, and so my daughter Reagan and I have a Raphael in the house.
Hi,
What's going
Raphael.
on? Great to see you, buddy. Me and my daughter Reagan, my youngest, she's a Disney nut. She's really into The Mandalorian, and we've got a new
Really
show.
into The Mandalorian.
Yes. And we're doing a new show. It's going to be a podcast, and it's going to be a show on YouTube, and we're calling it I Have Spoken, another Star Wars show. And put it together today. Episode 1 is our dream in the house. What's going on? We have our first one in the can. We're going to do number 2 and number 3 today. But one of the things that I'm going to talk about with her is the Mandalorian time. Well, Baby Yoda is taking over. Well,
Baby Yoda's the cutest.
A galaxy far, far away, and right here too.
Yeah.
So we're going to talk about the Baby Yoda a little bit. Well, a lot of it actually. But first, the Mandalorian timeline.
The Mandalorian's new title is the Baby Yoda Show.
I know, right?
It is.
Have you seen the merch?
I've only seen 2 T-shirts.
You showed me the first thing I saw.
Yeah, I can't wait. I'm getting some.
So I'm going to change subjects again. So I think the Mandalorian dropping Baby Yoda right before Christmas might be the most brilliant and meanest thing ever.
Brilliant. But finding it is the mean part.
Well, if we were in Walt Disney World or Anaheim, I bet we could. So I've watched episode 1 like 3 times, episode 3 twice, and episode 2 once. Seeing the Baby Yoda thing.
It's super cute.
I'm not one that goes, oh, baby, everything's are cute like the rest of the planet. That is the cutest thing ever.
It really is.
And then what movie did we just see?
Frozen.
And what did they do?
They made cute little lizards.
Baby little lizard and baby little,
reindeer.
well, I want to say, yeah, reindeer. Yeah, exactly.
It's so cute.
I've already spent my Disney money, people. Or my Christmas money, I mean. So yeah, I don't know. Here, I'm going to change my subject. Let's rank them. Baby Yoda, baby reindeer, salamander guy from Frozen.
That's the right order right there. Cuteness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably. I think the salamander is going to blow up, though. We're big fans of Pascal, and by we're, I mean you.
Yes, I do like
She's got a thing for lizards. I don't know.
I like lizards.
I don't understand it. But yeah, but when I saw that little salamander, and I hope it's right, I think it's a salamander, I remember thinking you were going to fall in love with it.
That's pretty
So
cute.
you really put that number 3 on that list?
Yes. It was cute, but
CV Lee in the house, what's going on? Raphael says, I can't wait to see Disney mixing or dropping Easter eggs, Star Wars related. Oh man, so much stuff. So let's talk about Frozen. I wasn't going to talk about Frozen right now. I was going to go to Star Wars, but I brought it up.
okay.
We have very different opinions.
We do.
So we're doing the video. I've got I'm holding my phone out and we're doing the review, and it's me and Peyton mostly because me and her, it's like our thing, but Paula and Reagan are off to the side. And it's raining, so there's not any people around, and I'm giving my review, and I hear this one say, that's not right. It was better than that. So
no, I said it's not that bad. Like he was making it sound like it was horrible.
Frozen 2
absolutely was not that bad.
Information coming. So I love you, but go away if you don't want to hear.
It's a kid's show. The message was repeatedly, do the right thing, and anything that teaches kids do the next right thing.
I did like that.
I'm a fan of because they're getting, completely inundated with other messages, and I love that message.
Okay.
So right there was, I don't care about all the other stuff. That message came across.
So the first 15 minutes, like I'm a reader. I felt like I got the Iliad, the Odyssey, and 18 of the most popular. It was insane how much they tried to stuff into our brain in the first 15 minutes. Yes?
Yeah, but it was good.
Pepper Tree Bill in the house. What's going on? Perfectly Cat says, I am Anna. Nice. I built my lightsaber yesterday. Addie Family Adventures. Nice. I am taking my niece tonight. Nice. So I hope she loves it, Kat. I hope your niece loves it. So here's what I will say. If you saw my review, you know how I felt about it. If you didn't see my review, it was hard for me to give it a 2 out of 10. The family liked it a lot more than me. One of the comments, I don't remember who it was. One of the comments on the video was, wow, the 4 of you had such different opinions. And I think that's true. I got to be honest with you. When I walked out of Frozen originally that day, I didn't love it. I came to love it. I came to love Olaf. on it, and I don't know.
I love Olaf even more after this show, except he was a little annoying, but
he was super cute.
It was so funny.
Olaf was the best part of this.
He learned to read, so his brain is full of useless facts.
So when I watch my review, I don't give Olaf enough credit, and that probably would have helped me get to a 2 or maybe a 3.
He was great.
But I like to do the instant review, how I feel right then. I feel like that's the most honest thing. I think I can talk myself into liking stuff. I think 10 years later, I'm going to like it more than I do that minute.
If you have a child who loves to read and is full of crazy facts, and you go on vacations together,
and we do,
you're going to relate to Olaf.
Olaf is awesome. The character is awesome. Some of the song, what's the boyfriend's name?
Okay, that had to be a joke.
The longest
heartless.
Was it? Oh yeah,
yeah.
It was rough. It was rough.
Hilarious.
It was rough.
It was like they were making a spoof of a really bad show.
80s video.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was great. It was so
Richard
funny.
Marx on his worst song ever.
We were cracking up.
We were.
No, not you, but
I remember looking at you like.
I was like, I'm sure this is a joke and it's funny. It was weird. That was the only part that I thought was like super crazy.
So Disney Dream says it was supposed to be a joke, a nod for the parents.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. We watched a Frozen sing-along Christmas edition, and I prefer the original. Oh, that sounds fun. I love the Frozen Christmas short. I do.
The little tradition.
That was one of the first things I watched at Disney Plus. I love that. I'm not a huge. Where'd it go? It moved. I'm not a huge Frozen fan, but I'm definitely watching Frozen 2. So I'm not a huge Frozen fan either. So we work with kids. I think we say this a lot, but I know there's new people coming in. We work with kids. I have since 93. You have since, 95 with me, but even before we met, you were working with kids. And so we definitely get in the, if Baby Shark, we're going to hear it. There was a time, and it was over a year, that Let It Go was every day. Every day. And probably for most of you too, if you like Disney. But no, like multiple kids, 5 days a week, every day. And I still didn't hate it. So my point is the whole culture that Frozen created, I got into, I suppose, I got to enjoy it. Frozen 2 is rough, guys. Frozen 2 is rough.
It's not that bad.
I get accused of being a Disney apologist. I get accused of giving positive reviews to everything Disney. I couldn't do it. It was rough. If that was the first time I saw it and it didn't have Disney on the name, would I have enjoyed that movie?
It wasn't a bad movie. It's fun. The kids are gonna love it. Yeah.
Arving says Richard Marx doesn't have a bad song, maybe bad hair. I think I had Richard Marx hair for a while. Cricket Fox 2 a.m. in Cricket Fox and Mr. Fox.
2 a.m. in Australia.
That's awesome.
I would be
welcome in, Cricket. Cricket's husband just found the channel and has given some nice feedback. So thank you. Thank you. We're like, the kids in the class love or hate Frozen. It is a class divided. Yes. Yes. Cricket, thank you. Thank you so much. So I'm not going to hate on it. I love the salamander. I love the story. I love the just do one. It's such a good point. That's such a good
message.
Yeah. Lesson. Do one, like if you're having a bad day, do one good thing. So I do love that. Hello. Nice to meet you. I just think I'm not a fan of sequels as much as the next guy. And I don't want to say, like Peyton will say, well, they didn't need to make that. I don't like going that way, but I don't know. It was a little rough. Yeah, goodbye, dumb person. Okay, let's get rid of that one. I don't understand people. Jeff, I'm surprised you didn't mention at least one of the 2 big news stories coming from Disneyland besides, well, I'm not done yet. I don't know what you're talking about, Mike.
He got distracted.
Let's dive into the news. Mike with a perfect segue. I don't know. It's just, it is what it is. Like, we don't have a plan for the show. We just talk about Disney news and stuff. So you want to talk about Baby Yoda? You want to talk about magic? Let's talk about magic bands. I'm sure this is not what Mike talks about. Let's talk about magic bands really fast. I don't think it'll be long. Dark gray and mint green magic bands coming to Walt Disney World this month. I don't know. I like the themed ones. Like I'll get an Olaf one. I can get a salamander one if they have those out. But a lot of people like the plain ones. I think a lot of people like the plain ones.
I like the free ones.
Well, I mean, they're free. And they, they have
they work just as well.
They do. And they have sleeves and stuff that you can add to them. So I think the the more creative types kind of like these. But I don't know. I don't know if you guys are going to care about this, but I do. So I thought I would share it with you. Mint, green, and gray coming. It's not that big of a deal. But Walt Disney World will be expanding the Magic Band color palette later this month with the introduction of 2 new colors. Solid mint green and dark gray will be available starting November 29th, which is what, like a week or 6 days or something like that. Hey, Chills, what's going on? Dylan's in the house. I'm going to settle down. We'll catch up. Cricket, you have a great night. Tell your hubby I said thanks again. Michael Riley in the house. What's going on, my friends? So yeah, do you care about those colors?
No, because I don't.
I almost didn't include that.
I like the free Magic Bands, and I'm happy with them.
I actually have a lot of Magic Bands. I like my Tiki.
He likes the fancy ones.
Yeah, I do. Mm-hmm. I don't know. It is what it is. You guys want to talk about the Mandalorian? Yes, sure. No, maybe so.
That we just did. I guess we just talked about Baby Yoda.
I don't know. I think, where did it go? I think it's interesting to talk about. I'm going to only talk about this a little bit because I know me and Reagan are going to talk about our show. I think it's interesting to consider where they are in the timeline. So what is it? Is it 5 years? I believe it's 5 years after the Death Star blows up. Pretty sure. I hope I'm right.
Like, I don't even know. Like, I'm lost. I need Reagan to clarify it for me.
But there's so many big people that are still around. Dapper Tom in the house. What's going on? I think that I'm not one of those people who thinks like in Breaking Bad, Better Call Saul, they're going to have Walt, although they might. Just because it's the same universe doesn't mean we're going to say the people, but Leia is around. Solo is around.
Around as adults or are they kids?
Not dead. Alive during this time period. Okay. Luke, I heard somebody say they want who plays Bucky? The guy who plays Bucky? What's the guy who plays Bucky in Marvel? I can't think of his name, but they wanted him to come in as a young Luke Skywalker. Yeah, perfectly cast after the Empire. I think there's so much opportunity, not necessarily to see them, right? Not to see them, maybe you would, but to talk about them, to have events connected to them. Like the Mandalorian's not Boba Fett. Boba Fett died in the pit. He's 5 years dead. He's still being digested. He's got 995 more years to Tarlok, I think. Was that the pit monsters thing? He'll be digested. He's dead. The Mandalorian's not him. But will we bump into, or will we be, yes, Stanley, will we be able to see a flow in the story that connects to other characters and other events that we know? Yeah, I think that's likely, let alone possible. I need some coffee in a Starbucks mug, and it's time for our final push. I love it, Pepper Tree. Yeah, I was just having some coffee in a Starbucks mug too. If you guys don't know what he's talking about, check out Pepper Tree Villa. I love them. I love their channel, and I love their love for Christmas. Check them out. But Yoda is gone. That not Baby Yoda. So yeah, Chills makes the point. I think everybody was going to understand. We call it Baby Yoda because we don't have a name for it.
Right. Because it just looks like him.
Yeah. In the story, Yoda died at the end. I mean, he's a Force ghost by the end of Return of the Jedi. So obviously, it's not. We just call it Baby Yoda because there's no name for the species. Dave Filoni, one of the directors and the co-writers, one of the creators of this, has confirmed that they called it the baby. And it was interesting. Child. They called it the baby. That's what they called it. Or maybe they called it child. You might be right. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Regardless, they worked hard with Disney and with Lucasfilms to not put out merch in advance of the shows. Dave Filoni talked about this in an interview yesterday. And if you don't know who that is, he's awesome. Check him out. Hey, Ray J, what's going on? Hey, Anthony, what's going on? Welcome in, guys. So glad you're here. The idea of keeping that a secret is amazing. Normally when, and Dave Filoni said this, normally when the leaks come, it's because of merch. They put out a video game, they put out a plushie, they put out a whatever. And I mean, Baby Yoda, we all want to buy. I want one.
Someone was
Hey, Sherry, how are you?
That they believed that one of the patches on someone in the beginning in episode 1 was from the Clone Wars.
That's a Dave Filoni movie.
And they were thinking or throwing out there that they believe that he's possibly cloned Yoda.
I hadn't heard that.
I did. But
where did you hear that without me?
I read it on something. I don't know. There's do you know there's a million.
So why did they want this baby? Why did they want Baby Yoda? What do they need to extract from it? That makes sense. Yeah. Oh my gosh, my head's gonna explode.
We got another one.
Texas Lottery. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you from Mansfield, right? Mansfield's right there.
I know, it's just down
there. Thank you. Really means a lot. You just blew me away.
So there you go.
If they're extracting something from the baby, which is what they said.
They are.
Oh my gosh, I think you're right.
I don't know.
I need to take a break and have my brain go.
That got recorded. He said it on record.
Hey,
we can replay it.
If you're right, I'll tell you.
So
we're gonna have to pause the chat while Jeff thinks for a minute. I think that makes too much sense, and I'm a little freaked out that you knew that before me. Like, I'm not saying it's.
Well, I've just been reading like other people's theories.
Bluto's in the house. What's going on, buddy? How are you, Burleson? Nice. I know. We know Burleson.
Yeah.
Kat says, "Oh, where'd it go?" As soon as I was going to read it, it moved. There we go. I love Jon Favreau. He loves Star Wars and Marvel Universe so much. Yeah, Favreau and Filoni together. Like, I'm not a crying type, but if I wanted to really let myself get emotional, when they were put together for this, like, that's perfection. Dave Filoni, like, if I could meet anyone in the Star Wars universe, it's probably Dave Filoni. And some people don't even know who he is, but he's the guy who did the Clone Wars. And it's interesting because I haven't even seen the Clone Wars. I've only seen one episode, but I've seen interviews with him, and I just love his love for the stories. He wears the cowboy hat. Him and Favreau making a cowboy Star Wars. Well, yeah. I was going to say movie show is the best.
The music, the theme music for the Mandalorian.
Ray J. Total. Oh, I know, I love it. Totally. Ray J says they want to train him in the dark art. I see that absolutely as a possibility. Yes, I see that. But they didn't want him. They wanted something from him. They even talked about going to discard him. Something. Hey, AJC. Hey, Amy. How are you? Hello. I think. Thank you, Blue Nose. Good morning to you. I think that I'm not going to be able to have a very good conversation in the stream anymore because I am just going in my brain how much sense that makes. So they said they wanted to take something from him and then do what you want. One wanted to keep him alive. One didn't care. I can't protect you. All that blah, blah, blah. That makes sense. And it's the Mandalorian and Boba Fett and Jango Fett and all the clones.
Yeah.
It's not a great stream when I'm just sitting here thinking. I apologize. I think they wanted his midichlorians. Yeah, midichlorians. I don't know how you spell it, but I think that's interesting.
Yeah, they were extracting something, and then
they won't go midichlorian though.
Said he was keeping him alive. He kept him alive because he almost died.
It won't be like the Star Wars fandom hated midichlorians, whatever they are, and freaked out about that. So if Filoni and Favreau use that, they'll change it up a little bit because people like that. Interesting stuff, man. I can't believe my brain is all over that. I love that so much. Well, and I guess we already talked about the timeline. We don't need to keep talking about that, but
yeah, Reagan will clarify it for us.
I find it fascinating. Yeah, she will. She will. So Magic Bands, Baby Yoda, Tomorrowland entrance. Lots of people, and well, I should say that half an hour in. So lots of people are down at the parks. I already said that Lynn's down there. PPP, Practically Perfect Park Hopping's down there. Christie's down there. So that means that PPP and the Lynn Project won't be going live, but Diz Our Dream. Why can't my mouth work today? Diz Our Dream goes live right after us. So 33 minutes from now, so a half hour from now. I've really enjoyed their stream the last few weeks. I've been listening in on that. It's Disney Pins, Disney Pins, Disney Pins, and I love Disney Pins. I've got some Disney Pins plans for this channel coming up, but it's getting dark now. But you definitely want to get over there, and there's a whole bunch of streams later. Usually Myers and the Mouse goes live, and Pepper Tree Bill will be live, I'm sure, today. And hey, Paul, Michael DB in the house. There's so much good stuff on Saturday I put it on, and then I work in here, and then I just work around the house, and I do the stuff. So lots of good stuff for you, including tomorrow night. And that's really where I want to go with this. DizTube, my weekly show, 8 o'clock my time, Central Time, 9 o'clock Eastern Time. I've got Hughes and Brews on, and they're great. They're going to be a lot of fun. I really like their channel. I believe they're going to explode. They got some really good content. And then next week, I've already announced December, but I'll say it again. I got Disney Coffee Blog, this is December 1st. That Diz Girl, tremendous channels right there. December 8th, the Collectioneers Club. Nothing on the 22nd because it's the Sunday before Christmas. I don't want to be tied down. And then the 29th, More Sunshine Please ends 2019. But Hughes and Brews tomorrow night. And again, right after this, Diz Our Dream will go live. I highly suggest you check them out if you like Disney Pins. And if you don't like Disney Pins, go there and you will. Perlini in the house. What's going on? So what else? So we went shopping a little bit. Got you a little something for Christmas from Reagan. And stood in a big old long line, and you were at Disney Store. I
wasn't there.
You were at Disney Store like 2 days before that. Do you want to tell them about anything you picked up?
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Okay, well, I don't know what you picked up, so I don't know. We've been in the Disney Store a lot. The reason that popped in my head is I looked over at something I bought, and well, should I tell the story about the Disney Pins that I?
Sure.
Okay. So I got a package.
They'll all go and watch that video.
It's a video of me saying thank you for someone who sent me some Disney pins. And I open it up, and it's 3 nice Disney pins, and one of them's right there. And I really enjoyed it. And I was kind of moved by it. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And then she sent me a note. Hey, dummy. She didn't say, hey, dummy. This was part of the one of Christie's, what do they call them?
Pin swaps.
Yes, swap. That was the hard word. So I was just thinking somebody just randomly sent me some pins, and I was saying thank you. But it was actually part of the swap. So I'm going to do the swap video. It doesn't come out till December 5th or whatever. Just basically announcing to the world that I'm an idiot. But anyway, Disney pins, get into it in a half hour over on Diz Our Dream. Can you please read my comment from before? I don't know, Anthony, can I? Let me see if I can find it. I'm looking for it, Anthony. I don't see it, buddy. I don't know what you said.
It was a big one. Go up more.
Go up more?
Yeah.
Dole Whip. What would you think would have happened if Disney had control of all the Harry Potter movies? Do you think the movie would have been better? Okay, so no, I think the movies were great. I think they would have been different, and different's not always better, but it might have been. I think the interesting story there would have been, what if they had Harry Potter Land, which they almost did. They probably should have had. But Mrs. Harry Potter, the writer, she's a little bit of a lunatic. And they basically had a deal, and she kind of wanted to stick it to him. So it went to Universal, and I actually think it's best. I think Dave from Brandy and Dave and I have had this conversation. He's had it on one of his podcasts, and then I heard him and talked to him about it. We've had a couple conversations on some live streams about it. I think we win because Universal got Harry Potter Land. Here's why. Harry Potter Land's awesome. Harry Potter Land is awesome, and we get to go to it if we want to. If they had Harry Potter Land, I don't think we would have had Disney and Star Wars Land.
Oh.
And if we did have Star Wars Land, I don't think we would have been as soon, because all the money they would have put into Harry Potter Land, they wouldn't now.
Yeah.
Now you can argue they would have got profit from it, and they would have, because obviously Universal's doing fine because they're growing like a weed now. But I don't know. I don't think it would be better. I think it'd be different. Now, if you're talking about the movies, which is what you asked, no, I think the movies were great. I think the Harry Potter movies are greatness. But if they had the lands, I don't know. I'm really happy with Star Wars. I like how it worked out. Blue Nose, you okay? I see people saying, I hope you're okay. I think I saw that last night too. People telling you feel better. I hope you're not feeling sick or something. Blue Nose, if I missed something, I know you were just getting over something a couple of weeks ago. So prayers for you, buddy. Hope everything's okay.
Dealing with strep.
Dealing with strep. Oh, I see it.
That's no fun.
Yeah, I talked to you a couple of weeks ago. You were doing better. Yeah, everybody, prayers for Blue Nose, good friend. Hope you're doing better, buddy. Okay, so what else is going on? So we got 28 more minutes in the stream, and we've got about a month till Christmas. We did announce last week that there's a chance we might be heading down to the state that has Walt Disney World. I'm talking quieter because I don't want the kids to hear, because they don't know
Reagan
yet.
just asked me yesterday if there was any chance we could go anytime soon, and I'm like, well, we've got other things we have to do.
So if you weren't here last week, we and I'm talking quiet because I don't want them outside the door hearing, but we're going to give them a present under the tree at Christmas. We're taking them to the
art festival.
Yeah, the Festival of the Arts, which I'm really excited about.
February.
And so that'll be fun. So we'll start talking about our countdown once we make it official. I guess we can tell you guys. They don't watch the
But
stream.
Reagan's most favorite ride is Test Track, and it's under refurbishment
For those
when
dates,
we're there.
yeah.
It's like, oh, but it'll be fun.
That's rough. That's rough. But I'm really excited about that. We love Disney art. Last time we were there, we were at the not the Character Warehouse. What's the employees only merch place?
Yeah.
I can't remember what it's called. And got some art that was on the walls at one of the resorts, and that's cool. Actually, I got to put it up in this room here somewhere. But my point is, we really love the art of it. And really where this went is people are talking about the Christmas party. We're not going to the Christmas party this year. The festival of the holidays. I think it was Spokesman or one of them was at some media event for the festival holidays opening. And I'm getting the Disney, I'm not at Disney Christmas time blues a little bit.
It happens.
Yeah, I've said this a million times, but I'll say it again. Disney and Christmas go hand in hand. Downstairs in our living room, we have paths to where we sit, and we can see the TV. Cast Connections, yes, thank you, Sherry. It's amazing, because right now we've got our Christmas stuff down there, and I got to take care of that.
The boxes and the
lights. They've been down there for like 2 weeks now. I really got to get it done. And our Christmas stuff for the outside, and then once we put the stuff outside, then the Christmas stuff for the inside. So our downstairs looks like a Disney Christmas warehouse.
Storage house.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's gonna be great. We're gonna get that done. But I'm excited about that. And I guess that's really my plan for the weekend. That I'm gonna do a lot of YouTubing with the kiddo, a lot of YouTubing, getting a video up today, a video up tomorrow, and doing my live stream with Hughes and Brews. And then I want to plan out 2020 content calendar. And then I'm gonna start talking about that. Again, Creatorly has been awesome for me. I'm gonna dive into Epidemic Sound, start putting music into the videos. And when I got Epidemic Sound as part of the Creatorly, the first thing I looked for was Christmas music. And it made me happy because they had a bunch.
Oh, good.
So I don't know. I'm kind of getting off track here, but I'm just thinking about the year and what we're looking forward to, because tis the season.
I'm looking forward to using our new Disney Christmas decor we just got, because we bought some bigger pieces.
Do you want to tell them about that? It's pretty cool stuff.
If I can. One is we went to Home Depot or Lowe's.
Well, we went to Home Depot and Lowe's
first.
Yeah.
And they really just didn't have that much that we liked. So then we went over to
really
Lowe's, and they actually had a whole little Disney
They
section.
had way more than we could have afforded. I would have liked it all.
I would have liked all of it. But some of it we already had. That's down in the boxes downstairs. But
Yes.
we did get the lamppost.
Pretty neat.
Jeff really liked. And then I got the pathway. They look like little Candy King suckers, but they're mouse ears, and they light up and change color. So I picked those out. And then, the wreath. The mouse wreath with the glitter and all the lights. So
it's in the form of a Mickey head.
Yeah, it looks like a Mickey head, and we added those this year. So pretty exciting.
Yeah, Dancing with Goofy. So I saw that. So Dancing with Goofy says, I followed your link and it was $14.99. I was telling Paula that this morning. I went on their website yesterday, and I think they must have upped their price.
Yeah.
The monthly fee was I guess $7.99. I only signed up like Wednesday,
Right.
Tuesday.
Years ago.
I mean, this weekend I'm going to dive into the most. I've only, it's a work week. But yeah, I noticed that too. So I don't, I think they changed their prices like since I bought it. Still, I mean, it is still a deal. But it's double. So yeah, I've got to dive into that. I don't know. I'm a little confused by that, but I don't know if it's another tier but when I went to the website, I saw that price. It threw me off. CVS Perlini. CVS. I hope I'm saying that right. Perlini. CVS does have some Disney decor. I actually picked up, so I've got a pretty neat idea
The Jack Skellington stuff.
for the 24 days of December that precede Christmas. I know it is doubling, and I don't know. I'm kind of bummed out about that, but still a good deal. I'm still going to do it, but it's not as good a deal as it was. But anyway, yeah, the CVS, we were in there. I don't know why you got some picture or something, whatever.
Yeah.
But the CVS has an amazing pile of Christmas Nightmare Before Christmas stuff. It's Disney, but it's not even Disney.
It had the cutest Oogie Boogie.
Yes.
It plays the music, and then he dances around with lights, and it looks like a little parade figure, but that was the cutest, I think. And then lots of tumblers. There were some really, really cute tumblers.
Oh, and then I did want to mention this. This is a little back on the old topic. Reagan picked up at the movie theater a really nice Frozen tumbler. Like she's obsessed with it.
It was beautiful.
Walgreens too. I don't think I've been to Walgreens. Have you been to Walgreens? Colleen says that.
No, not since Christmas stuff's been out.
Now, another thing talking about YouTube stuff that I'm hesitant to even mention, but COPPA, Child Online Privacy Protection Act. People are flipping the heck out, and I don't know what to do with this. Like, so I've told a few people this, but on the stream is going to be the most people that see it. I mean, we only got 11 in here right now, so it's not like a million people. But I actually called the FTC. I actually called the Southwest office of the FTC. It's right here in Dallas, and it took me a while. And at the beginning, I talked to somebody who didn't know what he was talking about, but I got to, after quite some time, I got to a supervisor, and I learned what I learned, and I'm not sure if I want to do another video on it, frankly, because I just think people aren't listening. I think people just want to be freaked out by this. But I might, but I don't know. I don't even know why I'm saying this. If you're interested and you want more information, let me know.
There's nothing to freak out about.
There's nothing to freak out about, but your decision and choice to freak out.
They're not going to find individuals, and we're all individuals.
Exactly.
So there's nothing
The
to freak out.
FTC goes after organizations. Individuals they protect. Individuals they receive information from. Individuals don't get fined by the FTC. And people seem to think, well, yeah, they haven't yet, but they will in the future. Show me where. Actually, tell you what, if you can find on their website anywhere that it says they'll do that, you'll be the first. The FTC people actually told me directly, it's nowhere on our website.
Right.
We don't know what you guys are freaking out about, but whatever. Blue Note says, what about the yearly price? Are we talking about
the $14.99 versus?
We talking about Creederly? Yeah, I don't know. I signed up at $7.99 a month, and I went to the website, and it looks like it's $14.99 now. So yeah, I'll do a video on Creederly too, a review of it. I just haven't used it enough to put out a review yet. I don't want to say, hey, go sign up for this because I love it. I do love it, but you know, I'll do a full review. Blue Note says, thank you, Jeff and follow. Hopefully my throat. Yeah, I do hope you feel better, buddy. I do. You take care. Yeah, Sherry. Yeah, Sherry and I had a good long conversation about it. I actually mentioned you to the FTC. Sherry, I said I have a friend in the travel industry, and I explained what we talked about, and it's 149 years. So again, I'm bouncing all around. I apologize, guys, but Creederly was $7.99 a month. They had a $22 per 3-month deal, and I don't know what the price was for a year. But yeah, I do think they changed their price. Blue Note says, I'm concerned about them dropping the comments and the like buttons. I knew they couldn't find every single person. So they're only going to do that if you make videos for kids and you designate that you do that, then they're going to drop that, because their systems aren't going to change. They're still going to take, you know, if you're monetized, they're going to take the information.
If you're putting on a preschool puppet show for preschoolers to come and watch.
Baby Shark. Right. 4 kids.
Right.
What's the Barney? 4 kids. Travel vlogs, you know, cruise talk.
Not for kids.
The confusion on the COPPA is actually on YouTube, not on the FTC. YouTube put out a, hey, if you're too stupid to think for yourself, look at these things list. Like the analogy I've been using is the coffee thing. If you're one of those 5 or 10% of the planet needs the, hey, this coffee is hot signs on your coffee cup, then it is what it is. And YouTube put out, hey, if you're not smart enough to figure out if your videos are for kids or not, here's a list that might help you. And hey, if you've got characters in there is one of them. And that's where I think the Disney community is flipping the heck out, because Mickey's in a, you know, we don't actually think he's a mouse. We're aware of it. We're not the kid.
Right. We're
the adult. We're talking Disney. It's called Beauty and the Beast. Is it for kids? Would anyone say this is for kids? And by the way, when you say it might be, I mean, the words are the words made for kids. Is it made for kids? Hey, Sunshine Cooper, what's going on? Welcome in. So glad you're here. Big like you being here. I appreciate it. Yeah, Sherry, that's what I'm saying. What got you as character? It doesn't say, like, so I'm going to say it again. I think I said this to Sherry, but I've said it to a few people. Do kids like bacon? Yes. If I do a video about bacon, is that for kids? No. But kids can still like it.
Right.
And I know that you guys know this already. Like, respectfully, I think people just want a reason to think, A, they're important enough for the FTC to come after. B, a reason to quit. That's what I think. And I think it doesn't matter. I think that there are big channels that are going to be affected by this, and they're the people that are doing Baby Shark and Ryan's Toys reviews, and there's plenty of people who are going to get bumped by this, and I feel bad for them. But the fact that we're freaking out about it, I think is choice. I mean, I love everybody, but I think it's a choice. I think people just want to think they're coming after them. The FTC, you show me on the FTC website where it says they have or will or are even considering doing it. I saw the video of the guy talking to. It is taken out of context, people. But hey, Snow White's in the house. I think it's creators creating clickbait. So people like, even my video, my good videos get 100 views. All right. My Copa thing got 300 or something. Why? Because there's this controversy. So that's why I'm not sure. I've learned more information. I believe I know the truth. I said what I believed to the 3 people at the FTC. I said, please tell me if I'm wrong. They said, no, you're exactly right. So I believe I have information that can help people, but I think I might be taking advantage of it. I think I might be clickbaiting them. And so that's why I'm not sure if I want to put out a video. Also, it makes me a little crazy. Made for kids and appealing to kids are 2 different. Thank Sherry. Right, yes, exactly. Sherry. That's exactly right. I think that's the end of the story right there. Everybody say hi to Snow. Everyone say hi to Snow White, one of my favorite princesses and one of my favorite people in the Resort TV One chat every Friday night. So anyway, it kind of gets me crazy. I think that people like to find reasons to think they're so important that the FTC is going to get me. Like, can you imagine that article the FTC comes after some family in Texas that's creating family-friendly Disney content, it wouldn't go. It wouldn't go. It's not real life, people. It's we just want to freak out. And I think it's creators trying to freak you guys out to get people to watch them. I mean, I'm guilty of it. I've watched hundreds of these videos. No, maybe not hundreds. I've watched my fair share of these videos. But what I've done is I picked up the phone. I actually talked to the New York Attorney General's office. Why did I call them? Because the FTC lady said, listen, if you're still worried about this, call them. I said, I'm not worried about it. My friends are. She said, call them. I did, and they called me back and they sent me some information. Because the New York Attorney General's is the one that went after Google.
Right.
New York Attorney General is not going to come after me or This Is Our Dream or anybody else. Dizzy dude in the house, what's going on? So I don't know. I get a little crazy about it because I think it's drama by choice, but whatever. I might do a video, and I might do it today, and I might not. It is 9:45. We got 15 more minutes till Diz Our Dream goes live with their Disney Pins video. One more thing I'm sad about not going to Disney for Christmas is the Disney Pins. Christmas pins.
Oh yeah, I do like the Christmas pins.
Last year I didn't like them that much. I don't think I bought anyone.
I didn't either, but this year there's a set that I do like.
There's a few.
It had the food. I collect a lot of the Disney food pins. And so I would have got that, yeah.
So anyway, trying to go back to things that I like to talk about, but I don't know. Do you guys want me to do that Kappa video? If you do, let me know. I saw Sherry does. I mean, part of me wants to and part of me doesn't. So I got to be honest, I'm not really sure, but whatever. It is what it is. I can tell you there's nothing to worry about. That said, you got to do your due diligence. I mean, and that's the thing. If you're freaking out about it, but you haven't even read the FTC website or, I mean, when I talked to the lady, again, it was the Dallas office. She hadn't talked to anybody about it. So
really? No one's called.
If you're just putting comments in other people's videos about how crazy you are about this, you're just crazy. And I know I might be talking to people in here, and I apologize. Don't take it personally or take it personally, but it's not real if you're just freaking out to other creators about how YouTube, I've got people sending me messages. YouTube's trying to stick it to it. I got one that said Disney, and that might have been a joke. I don't know, but Disney's trying to get us. It happened the same time Disney Plus came out. People are just nuts. Hi, Mike. What's going on? How are you? Oh, I might have to send you. Yeah, I might do that. Have a great weekend. Yeah. Jackie, you have a great weekend too. Thank you for the stream. I appreciate that, Diz Our Dream. I need to talk to you about my Disney pin idea probably for next year, because I think I'm talking to a good friend, Kelly from the Mickey Bunch, about it, and I should probably let you in on it and let you know what we're doing and see if you guys might be interested. So anyway, I don't know. It's 9:47. We should probably Disney Grandma in the house.
Good morning.
Probably wrap it up. I think we talked about the Disney news of the day. Anything else Disney news that you want to talk about? I mean, the Disney Plus is out. I think we didn't talk about that too much, although we did talk about the Mandalorian.
Yeah. Was Disney Plus not out last week?
Yeah, it was. It's been out for like 20 days. Okay. Like I think it's 3 weeks.
We talked about it.
The Imagineering story comes out every Friday, and I do get to watch that episode.
I haven't seen all of that.
I saw them all, but I didn't see yesterday's. So I'm excited about that. And then I did see that was another news item I thought about talking about. They announced what they're putting out in December. Coco will be out, and I think I saw Beauty and the Beast. A couple of the other ones that aren't there yet will be on there. Yeah, we did Diz Our Dream, but we can talk about it again. Frozen 2.
I like it. He doesn't.
I don't know. Like, it got better. In the end, I was enjoying it. I laughed when Olaf made funny jokes. I like the salamander. I think that first 15 minutes just it was dumb. It was ridiculous. There are millions of videos on YouTube. I knew they wouldn't find anyone that. Can you imagine? Like, if they, who knows, and everyone else. I didn't love Lady and the Tramp. Sure, I love the original, but I didn't love the remake. I mean, I didn't dislike it, but
no, I thought it was cute.
It was cute. Yeah, but what Blue Nose just said. Imagine if what we feared was true, or what people fear was true about Kappa, and they find individual creators, 42,000 per video, for all the videos that are made just in a month on YouTube. It would be probably trillions of dollars. It would be probably worth more than all the gold on the planet. It's not real. It's not a real issue.
Right.
And I could be wrong. And what I've said to a couple people, if you've read and you've done your due diligence and you still think the FTC is going to come after you and you're fearing it and you're losing sleep over it, get off of YouTube. You're too scared. Oh man, I joined this live stream late. Orlando girl, what's going on? I'm glad you're here. Welcome. Nice to meet you. Should have went right to Disney Plus. Disney Dream. I totally agree with that. And if it was on Disney Plus, I probably wouldn't have had such an issue with it. I think it's definitely a go straight to video kind of thing. I haven't seen Noelle yet, Blue Nose. I feel like I'm talking too much.
I still need to see Noelle. I don't.
Noelle is a Christmas
You
movie
like to talk, so there you go.
On Disney Plus. I haven't noticed. And Anna Kendrick is the lead.
I haven't seen it.
Maybe we'll watch it tonight. I would say, this is Dean. I would say Copa Video. If you have real information and just not freaking out like I am definitely not freaking out. I've read and I've called and I've talked and they've New York Attorney General office has called me back 3 times now. So I do have some information. I think people won't want to hear it.
Because they're not going after the average YouTuber unless you're making
not unless
kids.
They're not even unless.
Well, then they're gonna. That's true.
Again, you're gonna get me crazy. COPPA is about data collection. I can't collect data on my viewers. Right. Can you? Because if you can, you know something I don't.
No.
It's not about child safety just because it's Child Online Privacy Protection Act. They're protecting their privacy. I've heard people say, well, I'll just cuss on my stream. I've heard this like 12 times now. I'll just cuss on my stream. That won't have anything to do with it. It's about data privacy protection. If you can collect the data of your users, their age, what they watch, what kind of titles they watch, what kind of content they watch, then you might be at risk. That's why the FTC went after Google. I'm going crazy. I don't think I can do this video. It'll make me insane. I think people missed the whole entire embodiment portion of that sentence or not. Yes, Mike, exactly. Orlando Girl 247 Jess says, I want to see Frozen 2 today. Orlando Girl Jess, go and see it and tell me what you think. Don't go watch my review. Maybe you have already. I hope you haven't. Go watch it and then go to my review video or send me an email, dolewhipdad@gmail.com. Tell me what you think. Tell me honestly. I would really, really like to hear it. What's your favorite on Disney Plus? Says Disney Grandma. Disney Grandma, one of the better names. I love that. It makes me think of Disney and my grandma, 2 of my favorite things. I think the story of the Imagineering and
Mandalorian's mine for
are by far my 2 favorite. They
we watched Swiss Family Robinson a couple million
I watched
times.
it twice while I put it on. I really like it.
So funny.
I like the dopey music in the background. I put it on while I was editing the other night. She was sleeping on the couch. Yeah. And I love it. Yeah, Mike, I read it. I'll read it again. I think people missed the whole entire embodiment portion of that sentence or not understand what entire embodiment meant. I agree with you, buddy. I feel like I missed something. Oh, yeah. Yeah, please do, Jess. I'd really like, and anybody else. So if you saw Frozen and you loved it, if you saw Frozen and you didn't like it, or if you're going to go see it this weekend, which I'm guessing most people are going to go see it this weekend, let me know what you thought. I almost didn't want to be scathing. I knew my kids liked it.
It's not that bad. It's
not that good.
It is too. It's fine.
I think if I had to go potty and I missed the first 20 minutes, if I went and got popcorn, I think I would have liked it better. That first 20 minutes of explaining the lore of the
forest,
spirit of the, I don't like all that.
It does have a bit of a new agey weird. Yeah. I mean, I can see some parents not liking that.
I didn't like it. I mean, yeah.
But
it wasn't even that part of it. It was that it was so they wanted to have this backstory.
Well, they're trying to figure out they're trying to explain the sources of Elsa's powers. And they do.
Brandy and Dave announced what's going on. Brandy and Dave, or Brandy or Dave. Check out their channel, one of the best channels on YouTube, my buddies. Actually, I was just talking a little bit about you, Dave, and our talk about some Star Wars stuff, but that was a while ago. But we're running out of time. We got like 5 minutes left in the stream. I do want to promote one more time, Diz Our Dream. My friends, they've got a great channel. They've got a great show about Disney pins every Saturday morning, 10 o'clock Central Time. Pretty sure they're on the East Coast, so 11 o'clock their time.
She said her grandbaby's birthday is the 25th. Ours is 2. He's going to be 3.
Very cool. Yes, we have 1 grandson on the planet and 2
on the way.
Inside our daughters.
So
that's weird.
3.
So we're going to go from 1 to 3 here pretty quick.
Yeah.
On their they're like within 2 weeks due date.
Yes, right? June 11th for one and June 17th for the other.
Really, within 1 week. I learned a thing. Family news right here on the chat.
Yeah, there you go.
So anyway, we're going to come to an end here in the next couple minutes, but we talked about The Mandalorian, we talked about Disney Plus, we talked about the new entrance at Tomorrowland and Disney World. We talked about
Baby Yoda.
Oh, we did. We talked a lot about Baby Yoda, actually. We talked about Disney pins. We talked about COPA or COPPA or people being crazy on the internet.
Well, I think that's it.
I feel like we've covered a lot. And we talked about what I need to do when the stream's over, which is get all my lights off my floor and onto my house.
That would be good.
I think that's the goal. Ask Me Sunday night on DizTube. Look at the segue. Hughes and Brews, 8 o'clock Central Time, 9 o'clock Eastern Time. Yeah. I also think Resort TV 1's going to be live. They might be live at both. So we've got all kinds of good stuff today. We've got This Is Our Dream. We got Mars and the Mouse. We've got Resort TV 1's going to be in Disneyland. And I think Jenna's going to be in Disney World. So they might do a coast to coast. They didn't say when. They may have posted it this morning for all I know. But my point in telling you this is there's going to be all kinds of great content throughout the day. And then Sunday night, please come back to our channel, check out Hughes and Brews DizTube, where I interview Disney creators, and I love it, and I'm having fun with it. June 10th, my aunt. June 17th, my mom. June 24th, wow, June.
Wow.
We're February, although we got some December too.
We have December and February. Yeah, lots of February.
That's actually where we're going in February because.
Yes, we're going in February to celebrate your mom's birthday.
We got my daughter,
and mine
and you.
My dad's and your sister.
Yep.
Yeah.
All the people. So I think that's going to be a good spot to end. Guys, thank you so much for coming in. Whether you were here the whole time or you just popped in for a second, I appreciate it. Thank you for the super chats. A couple of them today. I really, really appreciate it. All the way from Mansfield. I love it.
Down the road.
Down the road. I really do appreciate you coming and supporting us on this channel and this show. I love doing the show with her. Thank you. Again, I have spoken with my daughter. We'll be hitting the channel here soon. DizTube tomorrow night. So many awesome people on the channel. You want some good content, click on the right, 3 buttons on the right. Check out some channels. I think that'll do it. Anything you want to say to them before we say goodbye?
No. I would have been at Disney next week, but my back is not letting me go.
So she hasn't made the final decision yet, but that sounds definitive to me.
Yeah, that's pretty much. Yeah. So I will see you guys next week.
So that means I'll be having Thanksgiving with my family. Yeah. Can I still watch football?
You always do.
Thanks for watching. Have the best day. Oh, by the way, Chargers, Patriots. Nope. Cowboys, Patriots this Sunday. Please pray for Dak. We need a win. All right, that's it for now. Have the best day ever. Our dream going live. 2.5 minutes. Get over there. That's where I will be. Love you for being here. See ya. Or we'll just keep going because the button doesn't like me. There we go. Bye now.
Bye.